Hi everyone, it's Andy from Hobby Headquarters. Well, I've got another exciting preview of a brand new, soon-to-be released kit from Academy Models. This is the 35th scale Panzer II F in North African markings too. Very, very cool. Lots of North African stuff coming out right now. There wasn't much out for a long time, and now a lot of kits are coming out in the North African markings. This is, like I said, a brand new kit. It will be out in about 4 to 6 weeks, depending on how shipping is in the world, but that's what they've told us. But at least we have a box art and a complete kit. It's not like a prototype or anything. This is the real thing. So it's exciting to get a brand new Panzer II, especially in 35th scale. So let's get started. Okay, let's take a look at this brand new soon-to-be released kit. This is the Academy Models 1/35th scale German Panzer II Ausf F in North African markings. And real quick, you see the box art on here, and one thing that having a store, a lot of people ask for colors and stuff like that. And a lot of times you got to remember the box art is a representation with either a dark lighting effect or a bright lighting effect on it. So it's just where the artist sees it. And then when you look at the side box art, you actually see that it's a much lighter finish, the desert tan and then the darker desert tan that goes over there to create the camouflage pattern. So if you look at the way this is and then look at how dark part of that is, completely different look to it. But just thought I would mention that to you because that often comes up when customers ask for what colors to use on it. So let's start off with the lower hull. As you can see here, it is made up of multiple pieces, and we will zoom in real close so you can see all of the detail on this. There's your bottom pan, and then a little bit of the suspension. That's a little unusual. 2 of the suspension arms on this one, and part of the tread plate on there as well. So this is sprue B. Put this off to the side. Next up, we have sprue C. Now sprue C has the rest of the suspension arms as well as the wheels and the track in it as well. So let's just get right in there and let you see each one of these here. So here's our drive sprocket. And here are the tracks. Now the tracks are length and length of track. And you can see the way they've been done here. I think that is my favorite way of having tracks. I like the individual tracks, but for the top portions right here, no reason why they shouldn't be long links already molded up. And hopefully you can kind of see there. They've also created a sag already in the track. So the track has the top sag. Here's our individual ones. So we're not spending forever cutting off all these little track pieces. Flip those over there. And so you're just going to need to mold these just around the drive sprocket and the idler wheel. And then as we get back over on this side here, some of the other pieces like the stowage bin and, like I was saying earlier, the suspension arms. There we go. And this is sprue D, and this is going to be our turret sprue. That has been all molded up as one big piece. We've got our antenna. That looks to be nicely done too. It's really, really narrow. A lot of times the manufacturers make them, I think, a little thick for an antenna, but that looks like that could easily work for it. We also have all of our tools. Just zoom in and see all that. The jack, and looks like part of the cupola there. And here is our upper hull. deck. Hinge is already molded into place. And another piece of spare track for you there. I also should have pointed out too, the wheel sprue and the track sprue that I showed you earlier. Obviously you get 2 of those for each side of the vehicle. So that means you do get 2 stowage bins here, as well as, looks like, oh yeah, here are the jerry cans right here. So you get extra jerry cans on there too. Being a North African one, that is always nice to have on there. We do also get some photo etch, and I'll try not to blind you with it too badly here. Looks like part of the, like a heat shield. And if I'm not mistaken, this is probably a stowage bin for the jerry cans. Well, we'll look in the instructions in a minute. I'll show you those and let you see that. And also, let me pull these decals out for you guys too, because they do give you a decent amount of decals here too to choose from. And lastly, we're going to take a look at the instructions, and that is something that in the far off past I would have never thought to show you guys in the video, but so many of you guys asked for it, and a lot of people have said that is the reason I bought the kit, because I saw how the instructions are and how the ease of putting it together. So we always want to at least show you that there. So there are the photo etch pieces making up this bin. We will look further into the instructions, and like I said earlier, and see if it's part of the for the jerry cans. And you can see how the pieces are go together. And if you notice this now too, they're pre-coloring the actual piece of what color it's going to be once you put it once you build it up. That's kind of a nice little feature there. And then all the different color really does help you put it together and show you, hey, this is the next step, or this part, or just stuff like that really makes it stick out, so you're less likely to make a mistake. At least I am that way. And I won't bore you too long with the instructions. We'll kind of buzz through these here, let you see them. It looks to be a pretty easy, straightforward kit. The Academy are not known for having excessive parts that you want to, you know, pull. Yep, there it is. There's the jerry cans right there. So it is going to go on the side there, the 2 little stowage bins. That's nice. That looks really good on the side of the vehicle. Yeah, so like I was saying, not too much in excessive of parts, so it's something that you can put together and not drive yourself crazy with a million parts on it. Oh, and I guess there is some other options too, so you can choose different ways of putting the jerry cans on. And then there's a stowage bin on there as well. And coming up to the turret. And then finally, markings. So let's see, they're going to give you 1 in Libya, 2 in Libya, 3 in Libya, and then a captured US one, which seems odd that a captured US one would still have the German marking on it. To me, I don't know about you, tell me down in the comments what you think, but I wouldn't risk it if I was a tanker from the other side and I saw that on there. I'm like, I might still shoot for it first. So, and then there's some from Egypt and Tunisia too. So there you go, guys. There's a look at the new Academy Models 35th scale Panzer II. Looks to be a nice, fairly easy, straightforward kit that we should be able to build up. I love building North African stuff, so this will be one that I will be putting on the pile to start working on. This kit, from what I understand, is due out in about a month. Shipping times, it's so hard to quote now with shipping times. They're just delaying everything worldwide. But yeah, let's say 4 to 6 weeks it should be out. Maybe could come out a little bit earlier, but we're just going to say that for right now because based on everything in the world. And unfortunately, I don't have a retail price on it yet, but we should have that very soon, and we'll make a note of it in one of our update videos there. And of course, we will have it up for pre-order as soon as we get a price on it on our website, andyshhq.com, and of course in the store as well. So I want to take this opportunity to thank you as always for watching, and please stay tuned because we have many more videos coming.